Hi, good afternoon. I do apologise for no morning video today due to the fact that I overslept, had my shower, but no excuses. I should have come up with a morning. But the main thing is I'm back. It's your host, your guy again, DLG Reppin. And I've always said, feel free to voice your opinions, your views, etc. in my comment section below. Smash the thumbs up like button like no tomorrow, and avoid the thumbs downs if we can. And share and subscribe. And speaking of subscribing, big up yourself, sir, madam, whether you're a he or she, because you've now become the 90th subscriber to my channel. And I'm happy to say that you will not regret this. You will enjoy the entertainment as well. So massive shout out to you, yeah? Wherever you're from, what race you are, etc., etc., you're more than welcome to join on board. So thank you for being the 90th subscriber to my channel, yeah? So like I always say to my subscribers, if you subscribe, or new subscribers should I say, if you subscribe, you get a shout out, yeah? I don't know your name, don't know who you are, but big thank you again. And a big thank you. So other than that, yeah, let's get into it. Arsenal v Benfica, Europa League, last 32 preview. And it's a game that it's going to be the bill end of our season. This 90 minutes at home to Benfica, well, we're the home team in Olympiacos' ground as UEFA wants it. I don't understand. Why can't we just play at the Emirates? It's bloody clueless. It's bloody pathetic. Let's be real. But for me, it is the bill end of our season, and I'm going to pick the best possible 11 to do the job. We've got the away goal, but I'm not going to depend on the away goal, because if Benfica score the first goal, we have to get two. You know, to be on the safe side, I'd want us to get the first goal and make Benfica work. But this time we have what's this called? We have the opportunity to avenge last season's heartbreak, and that's going to be our mission. And our mission is to get through to the last 16 and not fail. Not fail this time. And I believe if Arteta's learnt lessons from last year, he will pick the best team, you know. And he's got to pick the best team on current form. And that Benfica side last week, they were there for the taking. We disappointed ourselves by missing opportunities. Like, for example, Aubameyang could have had another hat-trick in the space of a week, but he missed a hat-trick of opportunities, especially his first one, where I think, if I dare say it, I think I could have scored that blindfolded. Yeah, that's how bad it was. For me to say that, it was bad. The miss was that bad. And Aubameyang, I got love for you. It will never be personal. But you know, you scored them chances all your career, all your life, for that matter. What happened? So Pierre, lead the line again. Anyway, let's get into the starting 11. No, before I get into the starting 11, yeah, the preview of our game. Like I said, we had a number of opportunities with a better team, but we didn't take our opportunities. And yeah, it was a relief to get the equaliser 2 minutes after we conceded the penalty. And Smith Rowe's hand was in a place where it shouldn't be, although the ball hit him in the face first, or we will never know where it hit him. But I would like to have a look at it from another angle, because the angles they showed on 2 or 3 movements, you don't clearly show that where the ball hits Smith Rowe, whether in the face or down the chest. But anyway, that was last Thursday. This is today, and tomorrow we do have Benfica. 5 minutes. For those of you that don't know the kickoff time, yeah, it's 5 minutes to 6. So by 5 minutes to 5, I will have team news and I'll bring it for you live and direct, as I always do. So anyway, my formation is 4-2-3-1, and I'm going to kick it off with Berliner in goal. Do I need any more? Does he need any more reasons to be on number one? No, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. Maybe one of the most best goalkeepers in Europe right now. He's as solid as they come. Very confident with the ball at his feet, although he does take a second or two too long to release the ball, whether clearing it or just finding an Arsenal red and white shirt. But the main thing is that he starts. Right, the back four. For me, I will go with Cedric Suarez. He offers a lot more offensively than what Hector Bellerin does. And, well, even now that Hector Bellerin's been linked with the move to Paris Saint-Germain, that's even better for me. That's good news. Because I don't want him. I haven't got nothing against him, but he does not deserve to be playing games for Arsenal. He doesn't deserve to be at the club. And I think he's even come out and made it public that he wants to leave Arsenal. So I hope that happens in the summer. But for me, Cedric Suarez starts this game for me. Defensively, he offers a little bit more. He gets he gets to the defensive side of a right back. He does get it. He's been one of the most consistent defensively in the Premier League for the last at least 3 to, if not 4 or 5 years. So Cedric Suarez starts for me. The centre-back pairing. Now, this is going to be vital position here, depending on how you're watching it. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I don't know why I'm going to do it. Or do I go with it? I think I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to go with David Luiz. I feel like I'm contradicting myself here, but this is a plan. The reason why I'm going for David Luiz is because of the simple fact is he has put in good performances as a back four defender, and I don't trust him in the back four. I don't ever want to play him at the back four. But the thing is, I haven't got William Saliba. Otherwise, if he was not out on loan for the second season in a row, I would start with Saliba alongside the other Brazilian that we have. But I'm going to go with David Luiz. I suppose his leadership's going to be vital for us. That's the only reason why I'm picking him. And that's the main thing that makes me pick him. Defensively, he's got to be switched on. And he knows it. And he's a leader at the back as well. So I suppose I'm going to go with that experience. Alongside him, I'm going to go with the impressive but solid top-class centre-half that we have at our club. And I think he's becoming a top-class centre-half. And not far off world-class. Gabriel Martinelli. Yeah, he starts for me. No questions asked. He starts. So far, I've picked... I've nearly picked the back four, and I've picked my goalkeeper. My left back, Kieran Tierney. And before I get on to Kieran Tierney, I would just like to say, if you're watching or not, or if you're watching, should I say, please help me by smashing the like button, sharing it amongst your friends and family, leaving your comments, leaving your views and your opinions in my comment section below about the team that I picked, the formation. Would you go with a different formation? Would you go with would you pick the certain players that I've picked in the team? And my 9 substitutions. Anyway, we'll get on to that, yeah? And please subscribe to myself and I only, DLG Reppin. So, yeah, Kieran Tierney. I've faulted him for the Mahrez goal, and that was Sunday. All is forgiven. We move forward. Hopefully he understands the meaning of goal side and how important it is, because I'm picking him to do a job in that position. He can come up against a winger who could be quick and skillful and very tricky, and he's got to identify what foot he's strong at and what foot he's not so comfortable with. So I'm going with Kieran Tierney. Offensively, not a problem at all. He is as good as anyone that he's as good as anyone that the Premier League and Europe has to offer right now going forward. But for me, he starts. Right, the two in front of the midfield. Now, this is a vital position. You know what? I'm going to be brave. Take David Luiz out of this back four. I think that's a mistake. I'm not going to have Holding there because I just don't think he's competently consistent enough. Alongside Gabriel Magalhaes, I'm going to go with Pablo Mari. In fact, Gabriel Magalhaes will play right-hand side of the defence and Mari will go on the left-hand side. I think I'm going to go with two left-footed centre-halves. So my back four to confirm is Suarez, Magalhaes, Mari and Tierney. The two in front of the midfield, I will go with David Luiz. Now, for me, it will suit him ideally. I think he's a better defensive midfielder than he is a centre-half. Unless he's playing in the back three, then I'll put him in that position. But for me, it's not just the energy, that he brings. I suppose he offers a presence and you can see it. He's tall enough as it is and athletically built and strong enough physically. And on the ball, he is just a joy to watch, especially forward thinking. He's always forward thinking. And that's for the simple reason why I will go for him. And his mobility should not go without question. So I'm going with David Luiz. His partner, Dani Ceballos, I thought he wasn't too bad against Man City as such. I didn't think he did too badly. I can't remember the rating I gave him. If you can remember the player rating I gave Dani Ceballos, leave it in the comment section below, please. Thank you. I will go with him. Mr. Maestro, that could be you. If you remember it, or Beast Titan, leave it in the comment section below. Shout out to you two anyway. But Dani Ceballos alongside Dani Luiz. And the reason why I'm gone with Xhaka is because of the lack of mobility. And I want some mobility in that midfield area. Especially, that's the pivotal but most important part of the team. And the reason why I say that, because you need your midfielders you need one of them, if not both of them, to get around the pitch. And Dani Ceballos does get around the pitch a lot. So his fitness don't come into question. Elneny, on the other hand, he can get around the pitch a lot, but too many times in that Man City game, there was sideward passes, backwards, and that just sums up Arsenal on the day, where it was highlighted that players were not moving into pocket spaces to receive the ball. It was too pedestrian, and we can't be pedestrian tomorrow night. Otherwise, we will have problems and we could find ourselves relearning about being knocked out of the last 32, and I don't want that. So for me, David Luiz and Ceballos. Right, the three in front of the two. This is where it really should get exciting. Bukayo Saka on the right-hand side of the attack. Our player of the season, possibly PFA Young Player of the Year. The only person that can compete with him is Phil Foden in that sense. For me, one of the most exciting prospects, if not the most exciting performer in the Premier League right now, Bukayo Saka. He's on the right-hand side of the attack, and he's been absolutely sensational. And I hope he has a very good game. We need him to have another good game, and I'll tell you what, he could be the key for us going through. In the middle, I'm going to go with Martin Odegaard here. I know Bukayo Saka and Smith Rowe have an understanding, but I'm going to go with Martin Odegaard, because Odegaard and Saka, on the other hand, they have developed an understanding as well, and it's starting to show. And I hope it shows tomorrow evening. So, for me, them two in the midfield, them two will start together. And on the left-hand side of the attack, I've got a dilemma here. Pepe or Martinelli. I'll tell you what, it's going to hurt me to... I feel for Martinelli and I want to put him in my team. I think I'm going to have him on... I'll definitely have him on my bench. I'm going to put Pepe on the left-hand side. For the simple fact is he has performed a lot better on that side than he has on the right-hand side. And yet, on Sunday, he was out on the right-hand side against Man City and so ineffective. No impact, no belief, lack of confidence. But you see a total different side of Pepe when he's on the left-hand side. For me, I will play him on the left. In the middle, I'm going to go with Aubameyang again. I mean, possibly I could have gone with Lacazette, but I'm going to go with Aubameyang. I mean, I do trust him, and I feel this time he'll be getting a goal in this game if he starts. That's my starting 11. Now the 9 substitutions in goal, but Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan. He starts in goal for me, and that's for the simple fact is, that he'll be pushing Leno all the way. He starts on the bench. Substitute number 2, Rob Holding. Again, he's a good, decent. I think he's a good, decent Premier League centre half. Whether he'll be good enough for Arsenal in the long run, I really doubt it. But for me, he has shown how inconsistently poor he has become. He can become, but he has these consistent games, but it's in pockets. We need it on a long stretch, and Holding has to make the bench for me. Substitute number 3, Calum Chambers. I mean, I would have liked to have started him alongside Gabriel Martinelli. You got a right-footed centre half and a left-sided centre half. However, I've only gone with the 2 centre halves because I feel that they will complement each other and do a job together. So Chambers has to settle for a place on the bench, and his time will come. He'll just have to keep pushing hard in training to make Arteta realise, wow, I've got to give him some game time here. Substitute number 4. This is where a short at left back, and I can't trust Bellerin. Substitute number 4, Granit Xhaka. That's my substitute there. I think that's the player that I high rate. I've given high praising for him of recently because of the simple fact that he has performed. But in the Man City game, not at his best. No, he was one of our better performers. Sorry, I'll take that back. He was one of our better performers, so I'm going to play him. Yeah, I'm going to put him on the bench. Substitute number 5. I think I'm going to go with Mohamed Elneny. Now, his versatility is going to be important for me. He can operate as a centre-half of the 3 or in the midfield. And he is a very safe player, and I think he's someone you want to bring up to shore up the midfield in and around the defence. And one thing about Mohamed Elneny, and I love it from him, and that's the simple fact is, he does not moan whether he starts in the team or starts on the bench. For me, he does not moan. He gets on with it. Mohamed Elneny. Substitute number 6. This is a big one there. Gabriel Martinelli. For me, he would have to come on at some stage. You can't bring him on with less than 10 minutes to go. How can you do that, Mikel Arteta? What logical sense does it make? There's no logic in it. It makes no sense. Bring him on with over half hour to go, or at least 25 minutes to go, because he can make a big impact. And he needs game time. He should be in the first team playing on the left. And I'm going to put Pepe there to see how consistent he can be. Otherwise, I'll give them the opportunity to Martinelli. Definitely. Substitute number 7, Substitute number 7. Reece Nelson. Yep, I'm calling out Reece Nelson here. He's a winger. He's a winger that can operate left or right, and for me, I don't see why he's not in the subs bench at least. But I'll say 9 substitutions, but I might name some more. So Reece Nelson starts as substitute number 7. Substitute number 9, Alexander Lacazette, big experienced striker for me. You would think he lives in the box, but he's a guy who comes deep, and that's where we've had issues in terms of scoring goals. So for me, if he lives in the box and just chooses to help out less, he will get his goals. So substitute number 8, Lacazette for me. Substitute number 9, following Balogun. Now this is a guy who lives in the box, who scores goals and loves scoring goals. Yes, if he can't do that, then he can work hard for the team, hold the ball up, bring players into play, or should I say, bring his teammates into play, and get into the inside 18 where it really hurts, and that's getting goals. So following Balogun on the bench. Substitute number 10. This is getting interesting now. Substitute number 10. Emile Smith. Emile Smith Rowe. Yeah, he's definitely someone that I have big high hopes for, and there's plans for him. He can be the next. He can be the next Ramsey in terms of the central midfield role, and he likes to score goals from that position. So I'm going to have him on the bench. Substitute number 11. Oh, I've got no choice here, but I'm going to have to go with Hector Bellerin. You know, again, when Kieran Tierney conceded that Mahrez is allowed to cut inside when he shouldn't have and whip in a dangerous cross, Bellerin was not prepared for it. Not prepared at all, let alone defend, because that was shocking. You know, he would get, if I wasn't blaming Tierney, I'll blame him more than I would blame Rob Holding. So my substitute number 10 or 11, it will be Bellerin. Substitute number 12, I've got one more. I'm going to go with a youth academy product player. He goes by the name of Matthew Smith, centre half. I think we may need him, you know, to be on the bench. We never know if we're going to need him, but it's highly likely it will come off from the bench. But for me, substitute number 12. Right, that's my starting 11, my 12 substitutions, I believe, and my formation. So this is now completed, and the show is now completed. So once again, I'm going to say, ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching, as well as putting up with me as you always do. Do remember, I shall be back later on this afternoon with another content, and keep sharing to your friends and your family. Smash the thumbs up like button like no other, and let's avoid the thumbs down if possible, please. Thank you. Tell me what you would do in this situation. Tell me what team you would pick, what formation. If you want to tell me your strongest subs bench, leave it all in the comment section below. And please subscribe to DLG Reppin. That's myself and I only. Thank you very much. And once again, thank you for tuning in. Peace again, love again, and bless again. I'm out of here, and I will be back later on. Be nice and enjoy your day. Stay safe. Be nice.